Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. Grade 6 math. You can find all the lessons on a+students.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter multiply fractions. The lessons we're going to cover today are fractions of a number word problem, fractions of a whole number part 1, fractions of whole numbers part 2, estimate products of fractions and whole numbers. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can write down the important examples and definitions as well. And I'm on grade 6 math. The chapter we are on right now is multiply fractions. Let's just start with the lesson that is fractions of a number word problems. One fifth of the 10 bowls in a cupboard are yellow. How many yellow bowls are in the cupboard? You have to calculate one fifth of 10. So, how do you calculate? You have to do 1 by 5 times 10. So, 10 do not have any denominator. That means the denominator is 1. You have to do 10 times 1 is 10 and 5 times 1 is 5. Simply divide 5 times what number is 10? 5 times 2 is 10. So the correct option is 2. That means 2 of the bowls are yellow in the cupboard. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. A summer camp has 40 campers. One half of them like archery. How many campers like archery? So which is the correct option? One half of them, right? So one half means 1 by 2 of 40. So which is the correct option? That is 20. The correct option is 20. Option number 2 is the correct option. Very good. There are 48 berries in a bowl on the counter. One third of them are raspberries. How many raspberries are in the bowl? You have to calculate one third of them. So one third of 48 you have to do. 48 times 1 is 48 or 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 16 is 48. The correct option is 16. That is 16. Option number 1 is the correct option. Of the 28 students on the playground, one half are wearing white shoes. How many children on the playground are wearing white shoes? So one half of them are wearing white shoes. You need to calculate 1 by 2 of 28. So 1 by 2 of 28 equals, you have to do 28 times 1 is 28 and 2 times 1 is 2. So you need to divide, that is 14. That means 14 of them are wearing white shoes. That is 14. Option number 3 is the correct option. 14 it is. One third of the 6 cars in the parking garage have bumper stickers. How many cars in the garage have bumper stickers? You have to calculate one third of 6. You have to do 1 by 3 times 6. So which is the correct option? That is 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. That means 2 of the cars have bumper stickers on them. Of the 50 trucks at the local dealership, One third are red. How many red trucks does the dealership have? So, which is the correct option? 50 trucks. So, that means they are 1/10 of 50. You have to calculate, right? You have to do 1 by 10 times 50. So, 50 times 1 is 50 and divided by 10. So, 10 times 5 is 50. The correct option is 5. The correct option is 5. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Next lesson is fractions of whole numbers part 1. Multiply 6 times 2 by 3. So multiplying fractions is very easy. Like 6 is a whole number and 2 by 3 is a fraction. So when you have the whole numbers, that means their denominator is 1. So you have to do numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. 2 times 6 is 12 and 3 times 1 is 3. You have to divide 3 times 4 is 12. The correct option is 4. The correct option is 4. Let's just start with the test questions. Multiply 8 times 1 by 2. So which is the correct option? You have to do numerator times numerator and denominator and denominator. So you have to do it by 1 times 1 by 2. So you have to do 8 times 1 is 8 and 2 times 1 is 2. So that is 8 over 2. 2 times 4 is 8. The correct option is 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Multiply 9 times 1 by 3. So which is the correct option? 9 times 1 is 9. 9 divided by 3. That is 9 times 1 is 9 and 3 times 1 is 3. That is 9 divided by 3. That is 3 times 3 is 9. The correct option is 3. Option number 3 is the correct option. Multiply 3 by 4 times 8, which is the correct option. So that is 8 again. You have to do 3 times 8. 3 times 8 is 24. And you have to do 4 times 1 is 4. So 4 times 7. 3 times 8 is 24. 4 times 6 is 24. The correct option is 6. The correct option is 6. Option number 2 is the correct option. 10 times 4 is 40. 40 divided by 5 equals 8. The correct option is 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. 10 times 1 by 2 equals 10 times 1 is 10 and 10 divided by 2 equals 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. 8 times 1 by 4, which is the correct option. The correct option is option number two, that is 2. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is fractions of whole numbers part 2. I think that is exactly the same. Fractions of whole numbers part 2. But let's just do practice questions. Multiply 3 by 10 times 3. That is 3 by 10 times 3. You have to do 3 times 3, that is 9. And 10 times 1 is 10, that is 9 over 10. Let's just start with the test questions. Multiply 5 times 3 by 4. So, which is the correct option? 5 times 3 is 15 and 4 times 1 is 4. So, you simply have to divide. Just divide 15 by 4. So, 4 times 3 is 12. Here you have 3, that is 3 whole 3 over 4. The correct option is option number 3. That is 3 whole 3 by 4. Option number 3 is the correct option. That is 3 whole 3 by 4. 1 by 2 times 9. That is 4 whole 1 over 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Five times 5 by 8. 5 times 5 is 25. So you have to do 25 over 8. Let's just divide. We can go for 8 times 3 is 24. And 25 take away 24 is 1. is 3 whole 1 by 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. Times 1 is 2 and 2 divided by 3 equals. Two times 1 is 2, that is 2 divided by 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. 2 by 3 is the correct option. Three times 4 over 5. So which is the correct option? Three times 4 is 12. So that is 12 over 5. Let's just divide. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 minus 2 is 2. That is 2 whole 2 over 5. That is 2 whole 2 by 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. Five times 5 is 25, and 25 divided by 6. 25 divided by 6 equals. No one is asking the question is why. That is 4 whole 1 by 6. Option number 3 is the correct option. Ten times 2 over 9. 10 times 2 is 20. That is 2 whole 2 by 9. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is estimate products of fractions and whole number. Estimate. 2. The missing number is 3 by 5 times 9 whole 1 by 2. You have to see which sign makes the statement true, either greater or less. So let's just multiply the fractions this side. 3 by 5 times 9 whole 1 by 2. You have to estimate 9 whole 1 by 2 is rounded to 10. So 3 by 5 times 10. 5 times 2 is 10, so 2 times 3 is 6. 2 is less than 6. Let's just start with the test questions. One by 2 times 9. You have to compare it to 2. 1 by 2 times 9. So you have to estimate that is 1 by 2 times 10. That is 5. You have to compare it to 2. 5 is greater than 2. 5 is greater than 2. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is greater. Estimate which sign makes the statement true. 3 by 4 times 10. So you have to estimate 3 by 4 times 10. 3/4 of 10 is okay. You have to round off the 10 to the nearest. That can be divided by 4, so that is 12. 4 times 3 is 12 and 3 times 3 is 9. 9 is greater than 5, greater it is. 9 is greater than 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. Great editors. Estimate 2 by 3 times 8. You have to compare it to 2. So you can round off this 8 to 9. 2 by 3 times 9. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 is greater than 2. So option number 1 is the correct option. 6 is greater than 2. Three by 4 times 8 whole 2 by 3. You have to compare it to 2. 3 by 4 times 8 whole 2 by 3 is rounded off to 8. Then you have to compare it to 2. 4 times 2 is 8. And 2 times 3 is 6. So 6 is greater than 6 is greater than 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 6 is greater than 2. Then you have to compare it to 2 by 3 times 8. You can round off this 8 to 9. 3 times 1 is 3 and 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. So 3 is less than 6. The correct option is less. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself over today. Okay, so we were working on grade 6 math. The chapter we were working on is multiply fractions. The lessons we have covered today are fractions of a number, word problems, fractions of whole numbers, part 1, fractions of whole numbers, part 2, and estimate products of fractions and whole numbers. So please make sure you have your notebook and please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions?